Hello and welcome to the Future Fuel Cafe. In this video, we're going to be having a look at a massive announcement that has just been released by Sora AI, announcing their next AI text-to-video product called Sora. And it is absolutely phenomenal. Now, it has only been released as an announcement. It's not actually released or open to the public. It's in a test phase. And what they've released of it so far looks like the best AI text to video on the market. And in this video, I just want to show you quickly what it is, some of the samples that have been released with it, and why it is so incredible. So jumping straight onto X, you can see a post that has been released from OpenAI introducing Sora, a text to video model, and it can create up to 60 seconds worth of highly detailed video that is honestly incredible. And then just here is the prompt for the video, and you can just see by just going through it, this is sort of like an FPV drone shot, and this is all AI generated. It is absolutely incredible. And you can read the prompt: beautiful snow, Tokyo City is bustling, the camera moves through the bustling city street, following several people. I mean, even look at the consistency here. It's absolutely, just wow. So if we go over to their website, creating video from text, and as we scroll down, we can just see right now, these are some models, examples of videos I've actually produced using this software, this AI software. So if we start from the beginning again, first off, we have a stylish woman who walks through downtown Tokyo. And just look at the consistency, the reflections, and then you'll see here, it actually cuts up to a close-up. And it's really nice because there's no morphing, there's no real weird artifacts going on. Really, it's just really great detail. And if we just go through some of that other examples, we have woolly mammoths here, and the detail and the textures again, wow. And then this one right here is actually one of my favorites. It's a movie trailer, and we can see here, particularly why you should pay close attention to this one, it's because it's actually set up as a movie trailer, a 30-year-old spaceman. It's cinematic style, shot on a 35mm film, and vivid colors. But if you actually just go through it, it's, there's cuts, different camera angles, and it's constantly changing like a proper movie, and it's really, really consistent and just great. And then going through again, we have a beautiful, beautiful drone shot here that, until the eye, it looks super realistic. There's a tiny bit here that looks a little bit strange with the graphics, but for consistency compared to anything else, I mean, even if you take into account right now something like Pika Labs, they are fantastic at animation, sort of like a Shrek style, 3D style animation, anime style. However, actually creating consistent realism. I mean, again, going off of the graphics here, it's honestly blown me away, especially as someone who a fair few years ago, I used to have a drone and I used to fly that, especially when I was traveling up the coast of Australia. And this right here looks like the Pacific Highway on the east coast of Australia. It's beautiful, like really blown me away. And then here's a bit of an animation. Again, I think this is underwater. Just this looks a bit graphic-y, but again, not bad. And I mean, actually saying that it is a papercraft rendered world on a coral reef. So again, it achieves that. I mean, even then in portrait style, and it just goes on and on. So right now it's actually open to testers. So what they say here, to red teamers to assess critical areas for harms or risks. We're also granting access to a number of visual artists, designers, filmmakers, to gain feedback on how to advance the model to be more helpful for creative professionals. And if I was going to say quickly what I like of it in the terms of the positives compared to other AI text to video generators I've tried out, it's the consistency, it's the graphics, it is the overall colors, and just the more, for me, the realism. So far, the tech that's come out has been incredible. Even in my past video that I spoke about how AI video generation is going to affect us this year as content creators, myself being a video editor, video creator, as it's my main job, how that will affect me. In that video as well, I actually broke down how at the beginning, in the first quarter of 2023, how there was just a bit of announcement in terms of AI video news. But as you go through the quarters from the January of last year up until the December of last year, in that last quarter 4 of last year, all this announcements are coming out of just AI video software left, right, and center. It's just really, really, and again, incredible. But jumping back into this, there's actually a few posts of what I've actually found on the X of people playing around with it, what they found out about it. And there's one in particular that I really love because it actually breaks down what the model's been trained on and why it actually looks so photorealistic and so incredible. There's a guy here called Jim Fan, or Dr. Jim Fan, and just breaking down quickly, if you think Open AI Sora is a creative toy like DALL-E, which is their AI image generator, sort of similar to Leonardo AI, or Midjourney, stuff like that. Think again, it's a data-driven physics engine, and I mean, pause the video, read through it. I am skimming through this in terms of the length of the video, but you can just see here, I won't be surprised if Sora is trained on lots of synthetic data using Unreal Engine 5, because, and he says it has to be just because of how good it looks. And really, it does look like something from an Unreal Engine. Even if you go onto YouTube and you look, you know, if you take an old Grand Theft Auto Vice City, for example, and they put next gen Unreal Engine, you know, 5, 6, whatever, something like that, it is really, really great when they upgrade the graphics like that. And from an image perspective, to me, that's what it looks like they've done, as much as I know on the topic, which is not a lot. So finding something like this was just really helpful. But then as we go down now, I'm just going to show you some more examples of what people have actually been creating, or what Sam Altman or OpenAI behind the scenes, whoever has access to it. And it's just honestly mind-blowing. So jumping back on here quickly, this is one from Sam Altman, who is the CEO at OpenAI, ChatGPT. And again, this one right here is 10 seconds long, but a bicycle race on ocean with different animals as athletes riding the bicycles with drone camera view. And it's, yeah, just look at the details. It does look a bit animated more than the rest, but it does, yeah. Wow, this is from OpenAI, and this is the full prompt. And again, just looking at those graphics and the animation, even compared to Pika Labs, this again is absolutely incredible. It's just the consistency. If you just even zoom in here, just there's no loss of quality. There's a light little bit there, maybe, if you're being particular, and the flame isn't really moving itself. It looks a bit static. But again, the shadows, the facial animation, even life in the eyes, where some of them just look very dead on some of the AI text to video creation tools. This is another one that I loved from a guy called Ben Nash. Now this video was made with the not yet released Sora AI technology. It's 27 seconds long. And why I really love this is because it's a cat actually moving, but when the cat's actually moving, you can see here, it's the consistency of the image. You see just here, it's moving, there's no real morphing, you know, a tiny little bit there on the face, but overall, it is incredible. Like, just wow. Really just absolutely wow. And as they're moving again here, just through the flowers or through the bushes, I just think, yeah, I just think trying to show you a wide variety of what this can actually do. This is someone who I've mentioned in a couple of my other videos. His channel is called Proper. I'm gonna suppose it says Proper or Proper Prompter. And why you should follow him, because he creates some of the best up-to-date posts showing off some of the latest AI image generation, video generation, and AI news and AI tools in general. Just a really great channel. And on this here, he's created a thread, which is basically just got 9 insane examples from the new model being Sora. And let's just have a quick look at them. I don't think it actually has the breakdown of the prompts, but again, just even looking at the details of what it is it's actually created is insane. So here again, the eye movement, beautiful. Look at the consistency of that, how it moves, the eyelashes, the individual detail. And for me, it's the fact that the eye looks lifelike. It actually has movement, even the reflection there as it blinks. You know, I don't know what that is. It's an outline of a tree, maybe some hills or something. But then as we go down here is another beautiful drone shot. Just like the other one where I said it looked like the east coast of Australia on the Pacific Highway. This again, I mean, for me, it could be Italy or somewhere, but just look at that. There's a tiny bit of morphing or just image there with the placement. But look at the people there with the lifelike, they're moving. I just look at the waves. It's just really, really, really incredible. I cannot say this enough. And then if you go down, we have a basketball shot here. Check out the trajectory and the rotation of the ball are perfect, and it just goes through. Again, movement of the net, just really nice. Here, there's a dancing kangaroo. And again, this one's from the OpenAI website. It was in California during the gold rush. Just look at the details as it's coming in, just that consistency of a drone shot. And then this one I loved. Now this is 20 seconds, and all of this are just old static TVs, I don't know, from the 60s, 70s, 80s. And just look at all the details on each individual TV and how the actual camera then is moving as well. It's, yeah, incredible. Then this is dogs, I think Labradors or something, just playing in the snow, and just look at the detail on this again, all the individual snowflakes on its nose here. It is just really, really wow. Just wow. Just to say again now some positives, and I guess even if there are any negatives, I guess there's a couple, but the positives saying it right now, for me, when we actually get access to this and more of this comes out, again, it's only been announced today at the point of me filming this, but when more people get to play around with this and it actually has a beta or an actual public release so people can actually play around with it and see if we get these actual results for a consistency, because a lot of other ones, when we play around with Pika or Pigsverse or other related ones, we generate fantastic images. A lot of those as well come from images that are first created on, you know, Midjourney or Leonardo, something like that. Then they're animated in the image to video portion of Pika or Pigsverse or something like that again. So if this is straight from text to video, like just created straight from that and not a photo itself, this is incredible. So for me, number one, consistency looks incredible. Secondly, the overall detail it's able to have in a single clip, to say some of them are 20 seconds, even up to a minute, 5. And the fact that they, again, number 3, they are training this supposedly off of, as Jim Fan said, off of Unreal Engine 5, if it has to be. I think that is something else, and how they have access to this and all of that. This definitely puts ChatGPT, when this is released to the public, ahead of the field, and it definitely makes people like Runway, Pika Labs, Pigsverse, other ones like that have to up their game. I love it when it creates competition because it pushes these people to create better and better AI software. So it's absolutely incredible. What I also think is another positive is the fact they are releasing this slowly. They've made the announcement, which is great, but let me come back to the fact that they're releasing this slowly. What I mean by that is they're doing quality control, from what I can tell. They're not just releasing it, here you go. They're taking into account, you know, people right now are being able to forge AI images. You know, there's a lot of misuse going with that, deep fakes, if you want to say that. So the fact they're aware of that and they're slowly releasing it, but they are at the same time letting you know this technology exists. I love that. It's a big thumbs up for me. Now for the negatives, and if there are any off the top of my head that I have noticed, again, little bits of more thing, but again, I am really, really nitpicking there when I do say that, because it looks incredible and it's just tiny little details. But for me right now, no one else is coming close to that image quality. So really, I'm nitpicking. And again, I think it's just how they are going to safeguard this and make sure it's not going to be misused when this is actually released to the public. That's what I'm intrigued by. So it's not necessarily a negative, it's more of a question to them. How is it going to be used? What is it going to look like? But as an overall right now, to conclude, those are really the only negatives that I can think of. Please go and watch other videos about this as well. Go and play around with this, explore Twitter, explore on X, all of the different videos, the different examples that are being released, because it is just insane. And let me know what you think of this in the comments down below. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.